starting where they left off last season, perhaps even better. And that goal sends a shockwave through the competition. They're not just scoring goals, they're creating goals. And they're finding new avenues and new headaches for Stikos Dragetis.
New memories being made. And Jason Cummings, what a coup! Signing in. And what rules and with Papa as well. He's suspended for this one.
Yeah, big miss, but perhaps from a bad thing sitting out this game and just watching your new team, how they operate. So Chennai in for a long time, wasn't he? So he'll take a bit of time to adjust, but this man has taken absolutely no time to adjust.
Second half শুরু হতে চলেছে।
Sahal's been in the thick of the action.
আবার লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং
Very brave.
সেকেন্ড হাফে আমরা আরো কিছু মোহনবাগানের মুহূর্ত দেখতে পাবো, দারুণ খেলার। আপনারা লাইভটিকে শেয়ার করুন, প্লিজ 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 শেয়ার করুন এবং সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন চ্যানেলটিকে, এই রিকোয়েস্ট আপনাদের কাছে রইল।
45 more minutes at the
খেলা
Salt
স্টার্ট।
as the ISL Trophy winners look to start this new campaign with a victory. In the last season they lost out to Chennai in their opener. No such slip-ups needed this time for Juan Ferrando.
Certainly not. That was a great start for Chennai, wasn't Rahim Ali scoring that goal with a really nice finish. But the hallmark and the direction of BAGAN Supergiant this season, as it was last season, is getting clean sheets. And to get another one, the first game of the season, that sends a message again.
Piece of tackle, but Wilgan, Martin and Sahal won the ball back. Has been very impressive indeed. Plays down the right, Martin and spot the line, which he does. Good point as well. Oh, touched into the side netting.
Beautiful football from Punjab FC, and it all started with Prashant playing and moving and getting inside, and it just opened up that left-hand side or the right-hand side for Punjab FC. Mehdi Talal, hasn't seen a lot of him in that first half. That's a great sign for all the Punjab FC fans.
Not easy when the ball is coming from the same side as your stronger foot. You whack the ball, put around the ball, pardon me. You get it on target. Prashant did well. Decent attempt.
It's what you want to see. Stikos again is obviously asking for a response. And what's the response? It's not about playing football in the middle of the park. It's getting movement in that front line and trying to dismantle those big three defenders from BAGAN Supergiant. Juan Ferrando knows that his team's so solid at the moment. This is a bit of a dangerous area
এবং
now.
শেয়ার
Can they
করে দিন
contain
আরো
this
সবার
little
মধ্যে
pressure
যারা
period that I'm sure
বাড়িতে
Punjab
বসে
FC
নেই,
have to throw at them?
বিভিন্ন জায়গায় কাজে ব্যস্ত আছে, তারাও খেলাটি দেখতে পাবে। আপনারা যদি এরকমভাবে শেয়ার করেন তাহলে আগামী দিনে আমরা প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ আশা করি এরকমভাবে লাইভ করতে পারবো।
Talal seems like he's playing slightly closer to Luka now. Prashant takes on Hamlin, went for the shot. Very good and very direct approach. Ashish right. Waiting for Jason Cummings to drop into that pocket of space, then Anwar Ali providing the run. This new role under Ferrando will make him run into the final third.
It's beautiful to see a defensive player understanding, recognising that he can step forward in that three-man back line at the BAGAN Supergiant. When he gets forward there, no one expects him to come forward. Do it once or twice per game. It almost paid off for him.
হয়ে গেছে, খেলার ফলাফল 2-0।
Due to Ashish Rai and his energy down that wing.
You know what you're going to get from him. Last year, probably registered too many assists or goals, and no goals in fact.
Sahal's attempt, rather by Milroy. He's trying to win it back again, and Sahal does win it again, and Ashish Rai's attempt. But the whistle had gone. Just half a second before the shot went in.
just saying, with him open his account last season, and I'm sure he's going to be really upset with that one because it's a good strike and a good finish. Very soft foul on the edge of the box. Kalal just lost the ball there. Sahal, there was a little bit of a jersey tug, but a neat finish. And that is the benefit of playing this system for one round. Playing in the 3 or the 5, as it were, right and getting himself in those positions, knowing he's got cover.
That's what comes. Hamill. Just delaying the pass.
But again, another central defender getting forward. I think they understand. One Brando's message at half-time is Luka actually stand there by himself, go in and affect the play, step in.
Halal. Rashad. Subashish wins that, but Punjab have a ball again, 1-0. Luka. Ashish Pradhan into the feet of Rashad. The good ball in. Direction was there. Excellent defending. Anwar Ali. Let's start to the second half for Punjab. Movement towards moving down the right especially.
Great spell of pressure from Punjab FC, even just to stop that one going forward. But what about this? A real tester from Krishan, testing out that back line. And everyone was watching it, and Luka Machin tried to get in there, but who's there? Anwar Ali again. And there's that jersey cut from Sahal. Unlucky, but what a good finish. Ashish right. We won't watch that one back, but unfortunately, it doesn't count for him.
New look, fantasy, Indian Super League. There's the website you can go on to. Brand. Salah. Spinning blow. Here's Salah. 1, 2, 3. Great punch listed. Just slightly long.
What a passage of play there. Just the confidence to try and do that when there's pressure on in your own attacking or defending third as it was. Was Sahal just top of his game.
Oh, Luka Machin! And there it is! Punjab's first score in the ISL. And it is none other than Luka Machin, their top scorer from last season, has added an Indian Super League goal to his account.
It wasn't going to be anybody else, was it, for Punjab FC? And very similar to Adrian Luna's goal the other night. Just a good area to put himself in, just in case there's a sloppy back pass. And there was one from Glenn Martins, who's always so assured with his passing. He had a look, but he did not see the Slovenian. And he gets in there, gets his first Indian Super League goal.
Punjab are off the mark. And at 2-1, one for Andros Brown will only get deeper. Great start for the main man up front. Subashish. There was another runner. Luka Machin winning the Golden Boot last season in the ILE. In the last game, scored a brace, and that's how we all took David Castaneda.
And won Player of the Year as well. and his trophy cabinet is getting full by the year. And coming across in 2020, he's got a couple of clubs and he's just done so well in every single one of them. Last year he scored about 16 goals. He's crying out for the Indian Super League. And guess what? He's here on the big stage now with a big club. Punjab FC mixing it with the big boys.
Matter of pride for Punjab now. Representation in the ISL, the highest level of football in the country. Prashant. Another cross. This time only slightly casual.
This is a worry for MOHUN Super Giant. They're not getting on the same wave. They're a little bit apprehensive in their clearances, whether or not they play out. You've got to put it down to Cyclops and get his half-time team talk. They've come out a different side. We don't know which way this is going to swing now.
Here's some comments. Lots of time for Punjab to fight back.
They're a team that doesn't know how to lose games. They only know how to play in one gear and to try and win matches of football. That'll frustrate Jimmy Petralis and his side. Just creeping offside. His fans are still happy.
Lots of interesting pictures coming out for BAGAN. Bengaluru in the next few days.
After that, a few AFC Cup games. Smudged in the middle. And this is why the line for Hugo Bulls are possibly just one with the bench tonight. And maybe bigger games ahead.
Lots of space for Prashant. And has not been able to go. Another wins it. One player. Lupin.
It's a good competition. It really is. And you talk about defenders defending. But Luka Machin, he's been trying to get himself in there all game, waiting for something. That's when he's built his career. So ever since I've been watching him in the high league, a lot of his goals are sitting in front of the back ball, waiting for opportunities, coaching opportunities. He's not sure how to out technically tactical player, but he just huff and puff. And he got his reward there for being nasty and just trying to get forward.
Offside. Slightly shoot now. Involved as it was in the first 35. Lots of options on the bench though.
And I think that's what Mike Fernando has said to the troops and the fitness trainers going warm up, because we need to go and get that third goal, even more so now. And like I said before, always under pressure. Wouldn't this be good for Punjab FC to open their account? Round one at the Salt Lake Stadium.
Good connection with his counterpart tonight. Fernando making his Greece. Interesting to watch how Punjab go through an evolution in the ISL.
Absolutely. Even just the evolution of that 45 minutes. It was like they weren't sure, can we actually go and play here? Can we go into areas? One there is doing the ball. You know, Mehdi Talal's getting himself involved. Almost like they need to believe something. That comes down to management, reassuring people, telling them they can do it.
Brandon. Good movement. Good mix. In a purpose. Crossing has been quite decent for Punjab. To wayward.
Yeah, that's better. It really is getting in the far post there. But again, it's so difficult to beat those three.
Brandon. Sean. They're not on that positive signs. And they're dominating this half.
The ball is not going in the other half, is it? They're just trying to keep piling on that pressure because they can smell something here. They can smell a little bit of fear And this is the first move, the roll of the dice of uncertainty. I need my main man here in the side.
Is listed. Interesting where it goes. Listed, probable contender to come off Ashish Roy maybe. One for Amber used one year as a right full back in the AFC Cup win.
Yeah, you mentioned that in the break, didn't you? And it's interesting to see Singh as he gets older, still quite young, mind you, just to try and adapt to a different position, possibly in that Asian competition. He's got every attribute to be a right wing back.
Or it could be a complete surprise.
I think with the way he's going, I think that's really good. Another player that's come to life, Ryan Mera. And we said before the game to keep an eye out, is just this movement, the shape of the hips and the drag backs and the flicks and tricks to get himself in these positions to then go and take the free kick. That's intelligent football.
Making it easy. Could have been more goals in the first half, but Punjab fought back. Now they had the set piece. On the Arman, one arrow stands to the right. Decent delivery, and Punjab have fought back, but only for the flag to cut short the celebrations.
That was so tight. It was a beautiful ball in, and it had to be for one Mera. And it looks as though it's a fantastic call from the official. So difficult to tell. The great ball in, and it didn't need a lot of contact to beat Vishal Case, heading the ball down. But again, piling on that pressure. Punjab FC back in this contest.
Warning signs. Player with big red lights on one veranda.
Interesting substitution. Wouldn't have been a pre-planned. Usually at the 60th minute mark, you have to question it. There's a lot of football for these guys, and Subhashish Bose never really misses minutes of football. But Manveer Singh, can he help now on the defensive end or the offensive end? Let's see what he does.
Listed. Important season for Listed. Had a couple of quiet campaigns. For a third in a row, he knows what is expected of him at this club.
Yeah, we had a good conversation with him down in Codico about the change of ball. And this year, I'm not sure if it's exactly the same ball. It looks like it's different lettering and colouring. But the ball I used in the Super League, he was able to transform and replicate that free kick and that dipping shot. We scored 2 goals in one game, I remember. It was just unbelievable. The power and the swerve he could get from those shots. But here on this team in the Indian Super League is a little bit hindered. He has so many players that can take the free kicks around him. Just having that confidence to step in and use that technique with this ball.
If Maradona was around, he would say that a good football player can do with a tennis ball what he can do with a football as well. Lasso needs to start firing. Sahal. Lovely turn. Petratos. Some good teasing for him. Impact. Instant impact. And this is why head coaches earn their money when they make changes. And Manveer Singh, with his first touch, has put BAGAN back into a 2-goal lead.
Juan Ferrando rolled the dice and put the main man into the fray, and it was Sahal, the busy work in the middle of the park, a new position for him, and it's a super ball in from the again. And rolling that dice one, Fernando, it's paid off. Coming across from that right-hand side. It's a great run forward. And Manby Singh opens his account for season 10.
A flick master, Manveer Singh. Every time he uses that right foot, it's so beautiful. You have to be still and find beauty in that. Assists and goals. Manveer is back and the ankles are working.
You can't ask for much more, can you? From a player. And coach has said, please go on, score me a goal, possibly clear the game. He's done it all in the space of 2 minutes. But again, Sahal winning the ball back. This change of position, are we seeing something in the makings here, possibly for the national team? Will he operate there in Qatar?
He's got a nastiness now to him, to his play. He's nasty, and Igor Stimac loves that. He loves that kind of a player. Use the upper body, turn, show your man something different. Excellent game so far.
If you're going to play in international football, you've got to have the flicks and the tricks and the stamina. Used to get taken off all the time around the 75th minute mark. Let's see today if Juan Fernando gives him a little bit more time. Here's the goal again, and it's Sahal, all that handy work to get the ball out for Dimi Petranos, who made the move out wide, and Manveer Singh has a smile before the ball's even in the back of the net. He knew that was too easy for him, didn't even have to work, because the players around him this season have gone up.
Looks like a team which is very healthy in the dressing room. And it must be said that there was a moment where the referee could have stopped playing.
Absolutely, and he left the advantage going, didn't he?
There's an injury meanwhile. Shul Sharif has come on. Mark Mera is coming off. Oh, Krishnan. Prabhu and goes off.
Sure, Sharif comes on. Didn't look good for Nicky Kavu there, did it? We stretch it off. And here becomes another substitution. Juan Fernando just flexing that muscle a little bit more.
Hugo Pumus and Armando Fatiku ready to come on.
This will be hard for teams to live with this year, I think. They've got to get to grips with going and scoring goals. But to control a game of football, to control a season of football, to try and lift that winner's shield and finish first past the post, that's the aim this year for them.
Stay strong.
And we talk about Sahal being cute, having upper body strength. But listen, Colasso is in a defensive position there and had the smarts just to let that one run through his body and take the contact and go down.
And got the changes then. And the Albanian Armando Sadiku coming on for Dimi Petratos, a goal and an assist on the number 9. On comes the number 99.
Well, not bad substitutions to be coming on. Let's be honest about that. Those two players coming off have done their job tonight. Not just by scoring goals, but creating, entertaining the crowd. This new crowd that we have here in Kolkata coming back to see this big club.
Good ball. One offside. Some new faces as well inducted. The do the referees line up?
Yeah, very close. I was going to say that. It was extremely close. And this is his bread and butter, Sadiq, who's very, very quick in this situation. And that high line, though, you have to give it credit, because a 3-1 down is very easy just to sit back and, really try. That's a great skill.
Brandon has been busy in midfield. This Punjab side may be bereft of star names, but as a unit, when they come together, they can do some beautiful football.
Not the old age. Perhaps rings true here for today. A team of stars will never beat a star team. And not to say that Punjab don't have a star team or star players, but together they have to work to try and beat this team of stars.
One mirror.
Yeah, it's another one for one mirror that he won't want to see back in the morning. Gets himself in these great positions, and his teammates like Brandon are putting their body on the line to try and create opportunities from the set piece. And you do not get many opportunities against the top clubs in the ISL.
Offside again. Busy evening for this man, especially this half.
It's a difficult ask for anybody coming across to MOHUN Supergiant. If you remember, there's a lot of criticism for Petrados early on in his career.
The chance to cross it in. Martin, moving off the marker. There's one mirror. On to his left side, one mirror and shoot or cross. It was the latter.
Something, you can just see it. I don't know what it is about this team, Punjab FC, but there's something there that tells me they're not going to lose a lot of games of football this year. They're playing some good stuff. They understand the game. That's some quality players like these two on show. They're the ones at this level that are not going to trouble the goalkeeper. You can't fault him having a go. It opened up, and that back line's so stubborn, it's not going to leave the 18-yard box. But Luka Machin, he wants quality in the box. He wants service in between those two strikers. But they have to try something different, Punjab FC. They've got to go for it now.
You see one Fernando try out. Different system or different shape rather. And the same game.
It's almost like the back five defensive players stay there when they have to defend, and the other five wait for that ball right now and progress forward and try and make runs and move around. You got to do a little stoppy there. Just come off the bench. One girl's trying everything tonight. One Fernando's having a conversation with Mehdi Talal. And this is the part of the game where it starts to fizzle out. And MOHUN Supergiant, in the situation they're going to find themselves in the AFC Cup, this is a critical moment. You won't get a drinks break. And they've got to decide whether that 3-1 is enough and we lock the shop up, or we go for that fourth goal. I know what Juan Fernando's going to do here in the Indian Super League.
Four really good goals in the game. Wonderful touches, even from Punjab. MOHUN supporters very happy watching their side.
Well, Well, here are the goals. And it was a great little move from Ashish Rai. And Johnny on the spot, Jason Cummings, opens his account in the 10th minute.
So the Kratos, Jason, all of them combined for the second. And Luka Marchin opens his account at the ISL.
Great to see. It didn't take long for him to get on the score sheet. The Manvir coming off the bench with a little flick of the right boot gives them the 2-goal advantage. And his teammates to sit and watch on the bench.
More changes for Punjab. Kingsley Fernandez and Ranjit both ready.
They must be thinking about the next game already. You get taken off like that and you've done your job. You're starting to think about the next game. You want the next game. When you're scoring goals, winning games, winning good solid team trophies. Line forever you can see. It goes on over here. There's 15 minutes and it's the time to start thinking and trying to coach these players to knowing that there's bigger struggles ahead. Possibly in the final 15 minutes. And this man will be critical to that. A real leader and a real box-to-box player that enters late. And that seems to be really suiting the likes of Sahal.
Especially at a time where there was a vacuum in terms of leadership in the dressing room. Pritam Kota, master of the socio-politics of Kolkata football. He's left. Who fills in that gap? This is a man who is the bridge between the management and the dressing room. And now that spot is open. Who steps in? Anwar Ali? Tapa? Sahal?
They all have to. There is no way you can replace what Pritam Kota has given to this club. And Anwar Ali, he's done a good job tonight. I want to see how these players perform week in, week out. That back line last season, 12 clean sheets, and I don't think they missed many games of football. They played almost all the minutes. Pritam Kota, a leader, he's a great pickup for the Kerala Blasters. They should be blessed.
When that transfer happened, so much out there. Is this the right transfer? Who got the raw end of the deal? Or is it fair deal? The people probably would not mind. Manovic might find much needed deal.
Before the game, I would have said a different answer. Watching tonight, I'm seeing a different Sahal. I really am. Seeing a grown-up, mature athlete that's going to go to the Asian Cup and possibly play through the middle for his country. And he's just starting now to find his groove, possibly in a team that's better equipped, maybe, to win a trophy this year.
Aniku? Missed it.
Wanted the chance to put his name up there in lights. And he's going to have to try and work ever so hard this last 13 or 14 minutes plus stopping. Because the game's not done yet. Punjab FC, if they get one now, it's game on.
Excitement from the league growing. And now with this game, where Punjab have come out and put on a good show against the side that won the ISL trophy. That's going to add more flavour.
Well, they didn't quite make another 90 minutes of football, but you have to stand back and applaud what this man has done on the football pitch tonight. It's been brilliant, and his debut for his new club in the ISL, it's been a fantastic outing for Sahal.
Nante and Abhishek coming on. Young Abhishek, Suryavanshi. And Anfarano has trusted them with the responsibility. Go and see this game.
He sees enough of them day in, day out to do that. And apart from that little glitch after half time, they only considered that one goal, but they were steady enough to weather the storm. Moving forward now, they have to try and see this game through in terms of just having that balance, and maybe making this substitution now is a balanced substitution from Fernando.
On forward for Ranji. Still doing pretty okay. Left back.
Loving seeing Liston Colasso in a defensive role, because when you are a big player and you're a good technical player and a goal scorer, if you want to win trophies and come to MOHUN BAGAN, you have to do a job for the team. And that is proof in the pudding. Doing a job for the team in the 80th minute or so, you have to get physical. And we don't see that side of this too often.
Marcus Adiku. Given away by Nante. Dixon. Looking away. Hummus plays it forward. Manpir. Looking away by Melroy.
So dangerous, aren't they? And you've got one there on the other side. Taking a picture with his dribbling, and you've got Hugo Bubis, who's just powerful. He's direct, and he's thorough, finding his man. And Mandy almost got that ball across to finish the game off.
And another go at. This time it's got top speed. Use them starting for that. Liston with the attempt.
That's more like it. Mr. Colasso unleashing something on target, and he's still got that technique. And he wasn't sure just here being pulled back, but he kept going, and the shot, it still dipped. It's back.
And this time that he uses it again. That maneuver, that ability to control the ball in the air. Not watching that game. Evans one game. Crossing away. Ashish. Hummus.
Like a French knife through French butter. Once again, just stepping through and reminding everybody that he's here for another season in the Indian Super League. And they had to take him down to stop him. Just super to watch this player in full flight. Just takes off and uses his body and his strength all so well. And maybe, just maybe, are we going to see Mr. Colasso out from here?
Kiran seems ready. It is Liston and Armando Sadiku standing over this. Liston is trying to win the argument. Armando Sadiku goes for it. Just fizzes wide.
The percentage play was to go around the wall where the goalkeeper was showing. You would have loved to see that sneak in there. The Nepalese goalkeeper, Kiran, I think he had that one covered. Pulled his hands away, didn't he?
Will be a big call. Most cricket is when he does have Wilmar Jordan available. Because he sacrifices goalkeeper, a solid goalkeeper. The goalkeeper he trusts, the goalkeeper who helped them win promotion.
It's a good headache to have, isn't it? But I think we've got two trucks up front. Two Mac Daddy trucks. You have to play those two.
Liston. Hummus in space. Sends it back in. Easily spotted by the defenders. back to the drawing board, knowing that you have played the most star-studded, probably the most complete team already in the ISL.
Not many more difficult places to go in the league. Watching maybe, but they're bigger tests to come. And for a game like this, to maybe not get away from them, they haven't been disgraced. And just there, that's a sign of the team that doesn't want to give up. Not booting the ball up the field and hoping. They're still trying to play out. They still have the confidence to say, you know what? We're Punjab FC. And we know how to win games. We know how to win leagues. We've earned the right to be here. We're going to show you.
And as they do that, they learn more fans as well. Learn more support. And that's what will make Punjab, of course, to be reckoned with. Very prompt. That's a good ball. Armando Sadiku is outside. Armando Sadiku.
There was an extra touch there for him. Hugo Boonis releasing the striker, but the game is opening up. It really is, and it's taken until the 80 or the 85th minute for it to really stretch. And again, the control aspect comes into question now for the moment. So they know if they can keep the ball here, it's game over.
Such a massive change. If you remember last season, the opening weeks, players going down with cramps around the 60-70 minute mark. This, however, has changed, and this is what we're celebrating. It's not just 10 years from the ISL, it's 10 years of trying to professionalize Indian football. The results are on the pitch.
Absolutely. You can see from the fitness levels, and it's not just about being trim, being fit, being able to run, it's the decision making when they're tired with the ball. And in the 86th minute, people are still making runs, still making good decisions, not going down with cramp. The football calendar has increased. 3 teams this year, Fuller, are competing in Asia. That's a healthy sign for a competition that's only 10 years old.
Midweek games, and we've always compared, growing up, when you watch other leagues from Europe, and you compare the calendar, okay, weekends, games, midweek, continental games. Slowly that's happening. There's a sprint from Namte. Human saw him arriving and decided to cut it out.
That really is Maguire-esque.
He's going to be very happy when he listens to that. Brandon. Looking for Ranjit.
And that looked like an easy piece of skill from Vishal Kaif. Golden Glove winner, just letting that one run out and frustrate Punjab FC. He's had a good game tonight. Brandon, been really impressed with him. The work rate, industrious, doing the dirty job, and he'll be good for them this season.
Change coming up. Brandon is coming off. A good shift, as you mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. He's deserved his break now, and he's got the next game to look forward to. Punjab FC, they've got to try and get something out of this game, of course. The next one for them, FC Goa away.
I know who was watching. Good read on that. Inviting Manveer to run onto it. And then Ashki's right trying to combine with Manveer, trying to create that triangle.
Yeah, and you can tell this is a team full of confidence. You know, a lot of teams will go 3-1 in the corner and perhaps not try to look for the fourth goal. That's not in the DNA of MOHUN.
People trying to turn Google smartly back. That chemistry will also grow.
Well, that's a very early yellow card. Abhishek, just recently came off the bench, but a good turn, Graham King, and arms all over him. Good stoppage though, because just frustrates Punjab again, but they're keeping possession. Can they go and get themselves a second goal?
Ranjit. These crosses will trouble on the sides. One more settled, one more mental, they have experience playing together. Punjab can surprise you.
Yeah, Luka Match has not really had much service in that box. That's anything to write home about. But you feel they're trying to play the percentage, that eventually something comes into the equation. But these guys, they're going to go home happy tonight. Their side, Durant Cup winners, ISL Cup winners last year. It's a good start for the club.
Improving the Kolkata public transport system and staying in late despite the delayed kickoff. Nearly 28,000 turning out.
What a product. What a product Juan Fernando has put on this pitch. And their noisy neighbours are trying to get close. That'll be another conversation for another day. But today it's all about BAGAN Supergiant and their title defence. It started today.
6 minutes added on. Unmorally.
Impressive work rate to still try and run into the channel in stoppage time. And you can see they're frustrated. They know at training these things come off. They know that they can just try and score another goal. Goal difference possibly coming into equations.
Sure. Kingsley. Decent minutes as well. Head coaches look to take the side into proper match fitness. Opening games are so important. BAGAN might argue otherwise, losing the opener last time and then ending up with a trophy. Lose from Vishal K. Kingsley. Ashish. For a shot from Ricky, but who's the wrong one to?
Scrappy, best way to describe that. And for the new players that have come on, there's openings for run.
Boulevard, call me King, call me Don, the best young winger. Who is the future GOAT in the making? You decide. The best young talent in the world plays here. La Liga. Why watch anything else? Live on Geo Cinema and Sports 18. What is your definition of speed? World's best motorcycle companies. Stunning race circuits, breathtaking countries, end-to-end action. Yamaha R15 and Castrol Power One co-present MotoGP. Live on Geo Cinema and Sports 18 Kids. This broadcast is co-presented by Castrol Power One, powering the fastest riders, and Yamaha Ring R15, and partner MRF Tires. Don't just watch Indian Super League. Play along and win exciting prizes with the Cheeto Dhandanathan contest on Geo Cinema. Just follow these instructions. Rotate your phone to portrait mode, answer simple questions, and stand a chance to win prizes with the Cheeto Dhandanathan contest only on Geo Cinema.
पहले ओडीआई में मेहमानों की हुई जम के खातिरदारी। अब दूसरे मैच में भी इंडिया की नजरें होंगी जीत पर, लेकिन ऑसीज कड़ी टक्कर देने को है तैयार। देखिए आईडीएफसी बैंक इंडिया वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया ओडीआई सीरीज, सेकंड ओडीआई tomorrow 12:30 p.m. live on Geo Cinema and Sports 18.
This broadcast is brought to you in association with Dulux Velvet Touch and partner Amazon Prime. Watch Indian Super League, Northeast United FC versus Mumbai City FC tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. onwards. Live on Geo Cinema, Sports 18 and VH1.
opening game for the team which won the ISL trophy and for the first promoted team into the Indian Super League, and how they fought back. Punjab, they had no attempts in the first half. 10 now. But it was not easy for them. And BAGAN started at a blistering pace. When they got the opening goal and the opening attacks, we all knew that Punjab would find it difficult.
Look at that, 4 or 5 players entering the box, and when you do that, you pile on the pressure. But Jason Cummings, what a pass forward, and how about this one from listening to last time, give it to Friday. One of the goals of the season. It's so good to see that extra pass inside the box.
Sheer awareness. BAGAN had more chances. This is Golasso forcing Kiran into a fine save. Straight into his body.
Could this have been a penalty? Punjab FC will be thinking about this one all night long. Brendan Hamill possibly a little bit lucky there. I'm sure that Kalal was in an advantageous position.
Lots of talking points. Then a great save. Empty use, they're almost getting his name on the score sheet as well, the new man in town.
But they weren't done there, Punjab FC. They really were close to trying to break that first goal for them in the competition, and they didn't have to wait much longer because the main marksman, the man from Slovenia with all the awards, gets off the mark.
And the team went much more better in the second half. We succeeded one goal, but we were going in attack with conditions many times without to create opportunities. I believe that the third goal was this that cut our legs. After I started to make some changes, to relax some players, to give time of game to some other players, I wish MOHUN BAGAN good continuation in her obligations, and for us to take lessons from this game to become better.
Yeah, big lessons to take from this game, Stikos. Can you give us one lesson that you'll take away from your first Indian Super League experience?
I believe that I saw what I was expecting. Fast game, interest game, many transitions, as I told in the beginning. And I think that if the players continue like this, we'll bring more and more fans at the fields.
Stikos, you're away to FC Goa next. Doesn't get any easier for you. How are you going to tackle that one?
Of course, it's not going to be easy. We'll analyze the opponent. From tomorrow morning, we start work. We'll put the plan of the game, and we'll try to applicate the plan of the game much more better than today, or more early in the game.
Stikos, thank you very much for your efforts tonight.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Not just his team, even he has come out a different interviewee after the end of the game. Very honest interview, an excellent question there, of course.
Yeah, he's lost his voice, and rightly so. He's trying to cheer and get his team forward, and I think they're going to take a huge amount of confidence coming up to Kolkata and doing what they've done here. There's a lot of good takeaways for them.
A lot of takeaways for Juan Ferrando as well. He will sit and analyze and hopefully not brood too much over the results, but big challenges coming up in the next few weeks for the man from Spain who is defending silverware this season. And of course, not just that, it's also how Southern football is now very much entrenched in the city. Demands from the side. Juan Ferrando, the Spaniard, is ready to speak with us in a few moments.
We spoke before the game about pressure situations for you here in Kolkata. Can you hear me, Juan? Hi, Juan. We talked before the game about pressure moments and pressure situations being the coach of MOHUN BAGAN. Was that another pressure moment for you getting off the mark with 3 points?
About the 3 points, sorry?
Just talking about the pressure one.
Pressure? Oh, sorry, no, it's not. Well, one for Rando. Of course, still trying to figure out. But we'll get him in a moment. We can fix his earpiece. He has more on his hands to deal with. But it's a great result for him as a starter.
Well, he's lost his hearing because it was so loud in the stadium tonight. All of those fans came out to watch his team play. I'm sure that pressure has been lifted again. Every single time he's out there at home, they've got to put a show on. And I don't remember a game where they've not done that in recent history.
It's also about bringing the fans back to the stadium. And when word gets around about how MOHUN BAGAN are playing, and those numbers will return the salt thing. And imagine the big games, the games against Bengaluru, against East Bengal, Kerala Blasters. It's going to be such a wonderful atmosphere. Well, it seems like Juan Ferrando is finally ready to speak with us.
Well, we spoke before the game about pressure moments and pressure situations as the coach of MOHUN BAGAN Supergiant. Was that another one that you just got off the back now, getting the 3 points, your first game of the season?
Oh, I think it's today is the first match. You know, the pressure exists all the time in all the matches. Also, when play at home, you know, every match are very important at home because in away is very difficult matches. So okay, you know, at the moment it's only the first match. It's necessary to think in the next Wednesday because we have another chance, another opportunity.
Can you talk me through the second goal there where Liston Colasso cuts it back to Dimi Petrados? It was a beautiful piece of work. Is that something you're doing a lot in training, trying to find that extra pass?
Well, at the end, is create opportunities. The score for me is not important if it's Jason, Dimitris, Liston, Ambir. Most important is we create some opportunities and create with chances. Obviously, for us, it's not so easy in all the match. We win the high performance, but because no exists a lot of time in our case to rest, to prepare the matches. But okay, in this moment, repeat, it's necessary to good recovery because Wednesday exists another match.
Yeah, you do have a lot of matches coming up, Juan, and you made a lot of decisions to take players on and put players on the pitch. Sebastian Suppose came off in the 60th minute. Was that a tactical change, or are you just trying to save legs for the games to come?
Can you repeat? Sorry, it was terrible.
The changes you made, Juan, after the 60th minute, you made a lot of changes. Are you thinking about the next games to come? Because you do have a lot of games coming up.
Yeah. The most important is to find the best lineups, is the best players, who is more recovery, and to be ready for support and help the team immediately. This is the most important.
Congratulations, Juan. You're off the mark.
Well, that was Juan Ferrando. We now go to the player of the match presented by Mr. Martin Bain, CEO, Football Sports Development Limited, and it is Dimi Petrados.
This could be one of the goals of the season, but really good. And MOHUN BAGAN Supergiant know where to put the ball inside the box. And there's none better than Dimi Petrados at the moment, scoring goals, creating goals. He's the player of the match.
Well, the Indian Super League would like to thank our partners, Sports 18, GeoCinema and Nivea for their contribution to the sport. And there's Mr. Vinay Chopra, Director of MOHUN BAGAN Supergiant, giving away the Club Award sponsored by CES Limited.
They got it done early. They got it done in the first half through Jason Cummings. And later on, iced the game and finished off the newcomers Punjab FC. MOHUN BAGAN Supergiant, they're off the mark.
Excellent night at the Salt Lake for the home side. And a great day in the ISL. Lobera off the mark as well.
That's a big confidence boost, particularly having lost that AFC Cup game 4-0 midweek. What a response. I don't think we were expecting Owen Coyle's men to not get off to a positive start, but there was a little bit of a rain delay, and Odisha, they look professional.
The club award for this game, once again sponsored by CES Limited. Mr. Gautam Ray, Executive Director, is there. He is presenting this one.
Good performance, wasn't it? And it's very hard to keep the momentum going, keep the concentration going. The big neighbour, Mauricio, on the bench. And took off
25 সেপ্টেম্বর
where he left.
8টা থেকে আমরা ইস্ট বেঙ্গল
We now go
এবং
on to the
জামশেদপুর
player
রেড
of the match.
খেলাটিও
Jerry,
লাইভ করব
the goal
এই
scorer,
চ্যানেলে
receiving the
জাস্ট
award.
ওয়েট ফর দ্য মোমেন্ট
This is good football, and it's great football from Roy Christian as well to avoid that one. And Jerry, we talk about the big players for the big teams. He's been doing the business for a